So it's come to that time of year, the season of mellow fruitfulness, and I'm very happy to be sat in Old Milverton at the moment, talking about the Old Milverton Horticultural Show, which is up and coming. And I have two gentlemen from that very venture. We have Michael Gray, who is the chair of the Old Milverton Horticultural Show Society, and Mike Tansley, who's a long-term member contributor and resident here in Old Milverton, and we're actually sat in Mike's lounge. Very kind of you to let us come and record today here. So let's get the basics covered first off. Michael, the show this year, tell us, when is it, where is it, what do people need to know to come along and participate?
Well, Tim, the show runs every year on the first Saturday in September. This year it's the 6th of September. And we open at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the big field in the middle of Old Milverton. If you come, you won't miss it. Well, I hope you come. You won't miss it because there'll be plenty of signs and plenty of people directing you into the field. It runs for about 2 or 3 hours. And this year is going to be opened by our local MP, Matt Weston. We're very pleased that he came last year. It's a horticultural show with exhibits, crafts, cakes, vegetables, fruits, but it's also a great family afternoon because there's all the traditional family stalls such as tombola, circus skills, there's a children's entertainer, there's a bouncy castle, there's a beer tent, there's burgers, there's tea and cakes and coffee, the WI, the Women's Institute, the guide dogs, beekeepers who come along and either sell some wares, raise money for their causes and just make themselves known to the people who come. The show is a really good value. It's £3 for adults and £1 for children under 16. It's free for young children. And there's no parking charge. You will be directed to park on the field. And it's a really good annual traditional Leamington event. And I should mention also in the evening there's a barn dance as well. Barn dance includes fish and chips, and it's got a caller. It's traditional dancing in the marquee. It's just a great afternoon and evening.
Brilliant. So 6th of September from 2 p.m. onwards, £3 for adults, £1 for children, nothing for very young children. Can I ask, in terms of the fees, entrance fees, do you take credit cards or it has to be cash?
Well, the last couple of years we've taken contactless payments, but we take cash as well, obviously. And all our information is on our website too. If you Google Old Milverton Horticultural Show, it comes up. There isn't another one like it.
The one and only Old Milverton.
Indeed, unique.
Terrific. So you mentioned entry forms as well there, Michael. Clearly this is something that people can come and attend, but it's not too late if you've got something that you'd like to submit into the show to do that. So firstly, just tell us what sorts of categories the show covers.
Right, well, it's wide. There are vegetables, fruit categories, floral art, flowers, produce such as cakes, handicrafts, amateur photography. There's family items such as produce a family scarecrow, and there's also 4 or 5 classes for young people too, and they can do that as a group. I can do that individually. For example, produce an ugly bug from fruit and vegetables, a photograph, decorate an egg, bake some cakes. So we welcome young entrants as well.
So it's much more than watermelons and your favourite bananas. It's actually, there's a whole range of activities.
It's just amazing what people can produce, yes.
And the entry forms on the website will include the details of the website in the blurb, and people can just get this entry form, send it in, and then bring whatever it is that they're contributing.
We need your entries a couple of days before, by the end of the 3rd of September, please. Right. You don't have to produce the product at that time or the goods. You just get in the form, and then on Friday evening or Saturday morning, bring along your jam or your cakes or your paintings or pictures or whatever it is.
And the grand judging, when does that happen then during the day?
Well, that happens during the afternoon. The marquee is closed off, and the judges judge the items there, the produce, the cakes, the vegetables, and then put their results on. So around about 3:30 or so, you can get back into the tent and find out whether you've won the first prize.
Fantastic. That's quite exciting, actually, isn't it? Yes. And the barn dance in the evening with your fish and chips, presumably that's not in your £3 entry fee. What's the arrangement for
that we've tried to keep the price down. It's the same as last year. The barn dance is £18.50 for adults, including fish and chips, and very reasonably priced drinks as well, beer and wine. So it's really good value, and we have a live band with a caller. Really, people love it.
Fantastic.
You'll sit on straw bales. It's a proper barn dance.
Is it suitable for children as well?
Yes, it's quite suitable for children. Children, it's a bit reduced. I think it's £12.50, and there's sausage and chips for children. Yes, it's suitable for children. It's a family evening. Yes.
Fantastic. And do you need to book that in advance, or can you just rock up and pay?
We would prefer to book it in advance because we need to manage the numbers.
Right.
Last year we had to turn people away because we were fully booked. So if you want to go to the barn dance, get your entry in. That's also on the website.
Right. So again, you get your tickets through the website. Hot tickets by the sound of it. So you just go and get those there. Terrific. Thank you very much, Michael. So Mike, you're a long-established participant in the Horticultural Society. Tell us a little bit about how you got involved initially.
Well, when I arrived in Old Milverton some years ago, I forget exactly how many, the barn, the villagers were mainly employed by the farmer. I think the reason that the barn dance started was due to the farmer wanting to entertain his employees, and everybody in the village was involved with that.
What is it that you enjoy about the show? You've clearly been involved in it over the years, Mike. What makes you smile? You are smiling, so tell us.
It's a sort of historic, natural village show. And it's a very friendly environment. People come along, and they've come along because they want to enjoy it. And they come year after year. In fact, there's one woman who, if I'm correct, now lives in Canada and comes across, has been doing so. She used to live in the village.
Gracious.
And she comes back annually for the show.
That's amazing, isn't it? And Michael, you've clearly been involved. You're chair of the society now. You clearly get a buzz out of organising these things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably an average gardener. Some things grow, some things don't. And I wanted to contribute something 7 or 8 years ago, so I wheedled my way into the committee, and probably it's at some point about 3 or 4 years ago, volunteered to chair it, which is really, but it's very much a collegiate sort of communal effort. People have been doing it for a number of years, and they know their part. There's a great committee, great volunteers, though we could always do with more volunteers to, just direct some cars or take some money on the gate. And I feel that I'm just honoured to be helping out, really. I ought to say also, it's a word of thanks to Michael Heber-Percy, who actually supports the show financially every year with a contribution, and who allows us to use the land.
So we're very lucky really in Leamington, aren't we, to have something like this right on our doorstep. Just to summarise, so it's the 6th of September, Saturday, starting from 2 p.m, £3 for adults, £1 for older children, little kiddies getting for free. Mike, thank you so much for telling us about it all today.